Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Let me tell you about a guy called Neil Coyle. Neil Coyle is an MP, and a rather sort of nasty piece of work he is too, by all accounts. There was a discussion in one of the committee rooms, and it was all about knife crime in the capital. Now, Lee Anderson was talking at the time. He was there and he was talking to the group there assembled. And he was talking about Sadiq Khan and his failure as a mayor to clamp down on knife control and and the dangers of knife crime. And he was saying that we know under Sadiq Khan's leadership, there's been a reduction in stop and search of over 23% in just 1 year. Meanwhile, knife crime in London has increased by nearly 60% in just 3 years. And that's according to a Policy Exchange report. Policy Exchange is a left-wing think tank. It's a classic case, I believe, he said, of a mayor who could not care less. And this riled up Neil Coyle. Coyle asked if Anderson would give way so he could make a point, and Anderson said no, he's going to finish his point. And then Coyle said to the chair of the meeting, I would like to make a point of order. Esther McVeigh, Dame Esther McVeigh as she is now, she was chairing the meeting, and she said that it's, first of all, to remind him that it's up to the MP who's talking whether he gives way or not, and he didn't. And secondly, he said, if it is a point of order, that's fine, but she said, I'll listen to your point of order and I'll decide if it is or isn't. And then Coyle gets up, does his point of order, where he starts slamming into Anderson, telling him he's using the wrong figures, he should be using correct figures that showed knife crime in London had fallen, etc., even though it hasn't. At that point, when he sat down, Esther McVeigh said, that's not a point of order, and I would ask you to leave the room. He said, I will when we're finished. And she said, no, you'll leave now. She said, I'll actually ask you to leave now. He got up, said, well, wow, and walked out. And as he left, she was saying, I'm afraid your temper and your attitude doesn't actually belong in Westminster Hall. Now, as he went and was walking out the door, Lee Anderson turned around and said, it's not the first time the honourable member has been thrown out of a room on this estate. And it isn't, because about 2 years ago he was thrown out and got a 5-day ban for getting absolutely pissed in one of the bars and ranting on in a racist attack to a journalist. Nice guy. It's Labour, really, isn't it? Through and through. Get pissed, be racist, make interjections, bend the truth, tell lies, and then regret it when they're thrown out. They keep doing it, though, don't they? There you go. Neil Coyle. All right, a little ratty, shitty man. Thanks very much. Bye.